Hello, you're watching a video made by Full Screen Ahead, and today we have an issue that is a little more common than we would like. Sometimes you may leave a Apple device unattended for some time and forget the passcode that's on it, or a relative may have put a password on it without your permission, leaving the device, quote, disabled. But there is an easy way to get around this, and this video will show you how to do it. So let's get started. Before we start, there are important things to go over. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but if you do not know your password for your iPhone or iPad, there is no reasonable workaround to gain access to it again. Just to be explicit, the iPhone or iPad will have to be erased to do this process. Be prepared to lose contacts and pictures, or be ready to recover them from a copy you've previously made on a PC or Mac, or iCloud. There are videos at the end of this video that discuss that. There are a few items that you will need to get this process accomplished. One of them is time. It takes about 1 to 3 hours in the worst cases. You will need iTunes downloaded onto a PC or a Mac. I will discuss that a little bit, or at least give you resources on how to get it. And we need your iPhone or iPad charging cable. Usually that's a Lightning cable, but in the past it used to be a 30-pin cable. And this is a picture of that here. Here are links to some videos on how to install iTunes on a Mac or iTunes on a PC. And if you do not need these instructions, this is the link to go directly to iTunes. Now that we have the prep work done, let's go down to the first step. Open iTunes. After iTunes is open, you will see a screen like this. After that, the next step is straightforward as well. It is turning off your iPhone. Typically, this is done by holding down the power button for 3 seconds. There will be a slide to power off screen that appears. Just slide your finger on the screen to the right using the white dot. Newer phones are going to have the power switch on the right, but older phones will have a power button on the top. Technically, this button is known as the sleep-wake button. The next step is to plug your charging cable into your Mac or PC. There is a USB end of that cable, which is not the normal end that you plug into your phone. So plug the USB end that looks like this into same symbol that's on the PC or the Mac. And here are a few examples of what that port looks like. This next step is the step that will erase your iPhone. Just wanted to emphasize that before we get started. Hold the home button at the bottom of your iPhone, the circle button at the bottom of the iPhone's display. While you're doing that, plug the phone into the charging cable that is now plugged into your computer. Since the phone is now being charged through the computer, the Apple logo will appear. Continue to hold the home button during that process. The Apple logo will turn into the iTunes logo. Now you can release that home button. If we take a look at your PC or Mac, you'll see that iTunes is responding to the iPhone being plugged in. Leave the iPhone plugged in. You do not need to touch it for the rest of this process. This window will appear. Go ahead and click Restore in blue on the bottom right. A second window will appear. Go ahead and click Restore and Update on the bottom right. The newest version of iPhone software will be downloaded and installed on your iPhone. This process could take an hour or hours. It is a large file, and it depends on your internet connection and how reliable that internet connection is if this process is going to succeed. If it is not connecting, be sure to troubleshoot your router by unplugging it for 10 seconds and then plugging it back in. Call your internet service provider if it continues not to connect. If you're running into some type of error code during this process, be sure to turn off any firewalls or antivirus software and restart your PC. If you continue to see these error codes and want to fix it yourself, try these steps. These are 2 Apple articles that discuss the basic and advanced troubleshooting of dealing with these error codes. If you continue to see these error codes, you can contact Apple. They have chat support on the link on the top. You can call 1-800-APL-CARE, or you can book a Genius Bar appointment and walk into an Apple store. Once the iPhone's software is downloaded, it will begin to install it. You'll see it say, "Prepare iPhone for restore," "Waiting for iPhone," "Preparing iPhone for restore." There will be a white progress bar multiple times on the iPhone display. This process can take 10 to 30 minutes when installing into the iPhone. The iPhone will restart multiple times during this process. When it is complete, there will be a white screen that says "Hello" in different languages. You may see a window in iTunes that says "Activate iPhone." Ignore this window for now. You do not need to type that information in at this current time. Once you get to this "Hello" screen, swipe your finger to the right as you would normally unlock your iPhone. You can unplug it from the computer at this point if you do not have a backup on your PC or your Mac. And that's pretty much it. You did it. Your iPhone is back in the state that it was when you opened the box for the first time. If you'd like to recover from an iCloud backup, there's a link on the top left. If you'd want to recover from a Mac or PC backup, there's a link on the top right. If you do not have a backup, you can set your iPhone up as new. That will be an option in the setup screens. I know this is not great news to hear, to set up the iPhone as new, but we can prepare for next time. You can learn how to do a iCloud backup on the bottom left, or learn how to do a backup on a Mac or PC on the bottom right. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you continue to go full screen ahead.